Hey, what's up? I'm here with Florence Welch of Florence and the Machine. How you doing?
Oh yeah, sorry, you caught me watching Sex and the City.
It's okay. Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
giant
it's a
screen.
particularly good vintage episode, actually.
Nice. We can just watch that instead if you like.
The watch people watching TV show.
It's very entertaining. Welcome to Canada, or welcome back to Canada, I guess.
Oh, thanks. It's really nice to be back. I like playing Canada.
Now, I have to ask you, Lungs has been out for a long time now, I guess. And now you're back in North America, and it seems to be sort of taking off the way it did over when it first came out overseas. That's got to be a bit of a trip. What's it like when you have an album like that where it comes out, it's super successful, and then on another continent it becomes super successful again?
The thing is, you never really know what's going to happen. I just think it's been a really slow kind of build up over here, and I think the VMAs was just such a huge platform. It really kind of made everything go a bit bananas. But it's nice because it kind of feels like it hasn't been pushed. People are kind of coming to it. Well, obviously apart from the VMAs, but people are kind of discovering it, in quite a natural way, I think.
Is it nice to sort of see people, come around to it?
It's doing these gigs is really like, it's been, because like compared to the last time we've come here, like the feeling in the room is just so amazing. Everyone's so supportive, and everyone seems to really just have really taken the album to heart. That's a really amazing feeling.
Are you used to, the Lettermans and the VMAs and all the nominations and all the quotes about how amazing the record is?
I think I've got a fairly healthy sense of self-criticism. I think I've got quite a healthy, I can't really get too swept away in it, because there's always like a voice in it. I'm always kind of thinking about, you're only as good as your last show, really, so you're kind of always thinking about the next thing and the next record. But it's really great. I've been really lucky to, and I'm so grateful for everything that's happened. But, in some ways you're always just thinking about the next thing.
Well, I mean, the next thing would be the next record, and I know you've been sort of working on it. Is it done? Is it ready to go?
No. Is it done? No, it's not. It's definitely not done.
Did, the pickup in North America, did that sort of slow the process down a bit, or?
Well, I think it's just not even that. Like, I finished touring Australia, and then came back for a couple of weeks, and then went straight to America to do the VMAs, and I just really haven't been. The plan has always been to start recording as soon as I get back from doing Saturday Night Live. I'm going straight into the studio, but that was kind of always the plan anyway. It hasn't really hindered the process. The process just hasn't begun yet. I've been writing bits and bobs. I think we've got about 3 or 4 new songs in kind of under development.
Well, I mean, coming back to that, you're playing SNL and the hype. I mean, does that affect the way you approach the second record?
It'd be weird if it did. I think it would be a strange record.
Well, because people have these huge expectations.
I was wondering if it would be specifically Saturday Night Live themed second album. It'd be funny.
It'd be awesome.
Did you see the last one where they were? Because I haven't really watched it before, and I watched
Really?
the last one that Rihanna was on. Did you see that one?
I haven't seen that one.
But there's this skit they do when they go to a fake anchor man, and the two characters come up, and they pretend to be this singing group, and one of them's singing this improvised Halloween song, and they're supposed to be doing it together, but it's obvious the other person doesn't know what they're going to say, so has to sing along with them, and it was the funniest thing. I'm not describing it properly, but that's probably what the Saturday Night Live themed album could sound like.
That'd be awesome. You should do that.
But Lonely Island have already done it, haven't they?
They have, actually, and it's actually a really good record. Are you doing any sketches on SNL?
I don't think so.
No,
From
right?
my retelling of that, the supposedly funny thing, I think maybe not.
Were you kind of secretly hoping they would ask you to be in a sketch?
No, I find that so much more scary than doing a song.
Really?
I think, yeah, I'd find it really terrifying.
Yeah, stand up and stuff. That takes. Yeah.
And that's it's my worst nightmare. It's having to stand up, not having any singing to do, just talking. It'd be really scary.
Back to the new record. What can you tell fans about it in terms of themes? I've heard a medical theme. What can people expect?
I don't know. I think Kind of thinking about things in it's like the sound is so far like a bit tougher, like it's a lot bassier, and in a kind of gothic hip hop kind of way, like they're using a lot of strange electronic sounds, and it's still quite epic sounding, but it's kind of being taken to like a darker, kind of slightly dancier place, I think.
Darker dance, that's an interesting combo.
Goth hip hop.
New genre. What came first for you? What kind of music? I wondered, was it soul? Was it hip hop? Was it rock? Was it punk?
I've been into every genre of music ever, I think, but the first probably music that I was like really listening to was probably musicals. Like I was obsessed with musicals. Now when you like you're really excited to go to a concert. Like when I was a kid, it was like my one goal in life was to go when I was like 8 or 9. I think maybe because I did go on someone's 10th birthday. I must have been 9. It was my one major goal in life to go see Starlight Express. And that was it. I was like, must it. But I loved it so. My grandmother would always take us to musicals, and I've seen Oliver like 3 times. And the Buddy Holly musical, like seeing that when I was a kid, I was like amazing. And I've been, instead of like going to gigs like I do now, I was already like going to musicals. So yeah, and but I also grew up listening to a lot of soul music, and my dad was a big Stones and Smiths fan, and kind of got into like skate punk for a while, and that was sort of like.
Can you ollie?
Do you know what? I almost learned, and I say almost learned. I didn't learn. I really wanted to learn how to skate, and I like had all the clothes. I had like the baggy skate trousers and like the wallet chain, but I don't know why I had a wallet, because I was like 12 and I had no money. And
I had the same wallet though.
Yeah, the wallet chain, the like really super long wallet chain. And you'd have to like take it off if you went crowd surfing, because they get caught on people's like necks. And everyone would lose their shoes because you were wearing these skate shoes like 3 sizes too small for you, and you'd go and like try and mosh, and everyone you'd see like at festivals, the like all the crowd would disperse, and you'd see like these like skater boys with one shoe on, like going around searching for like etnies, and be like, hey, I got a size 6. They're like, oh, hey, I got a 7 over here, and like swapping.
Let's trade.
Yeah. But I lost my train of thought. I'd just gone back in the past. What was I talking about?
We were talking about skate punk, I guess.
Oh no, but my dad said, I was like, I really want to learn how to skateboard, and my dad was like, yeah.
Oh, right.
I've got a skateboard for you. There's one down in the countryside. I was like, oh my God. It was like I was waiting for it. It was like Christmas. And then when he gave it to me, it was plastic with these huge wheels and in the shape of a fish.
That's awesome. I thought you were going to say banana board.
No, it was like this big. So I looked pretty cool down at the...
Yeah, you were the coolest skateboarder around.
So, but yeah, I definitely didn't get any like skater boyfriend. But
yeah, whatever. So I guess, and my last question would be, what are you listening to now? Favorite bands right now?
I'm really loving like the new Kanye stuff. I think I haven't actually got his. It's not out yet, is it? But I've been listening to a lot of the new stuff he's been doing. It sounds really amazing. And
is it auto-tuney?
No, it's kind of like he's like properly singing on it, and it's really amazing. There's this amazing Jay-Z remix of Power, which is just incredible. And but yeah, and the new Arcade Fire record is amazing. Yeah. So yeah, I've been listening to that.
It's funny you mentioned Kanye West. I just went on a Kanye tip like 2 days ago, and I've been listening to Diamonds of Sierra Leone. You know that song? It's such a good song.
So I think, and I was listening to College Dropout, and I was like, this record is amazing, so good. So yeah, I've always been a big Kanye fan. I think I'm really excited for this record.
To quote a random user on YouTube, Kanye West equals genius, brackets, sometimes.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Anyways, thanks, Florence.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Explore Music wears English Laundry apparel.